Welcome to this video. In this video we're going to take a look at how you can sort of create a master plan or site plan in which you use textures as I have here. This project was for Studio 416, the Urban, where I had to design an autonomous vehicle hub and a park along with it. And so with that being said, I had to use a lot of different textures to split up and divide this park so it wasn't so large. So of course the first thing that we need to do is find ourselves some textures. This is something that I've suggested to a lot of people before, but it's textures.com. You have to sign up, but it's free. You get 15 credits every day, which means that you can download 15 different images. They have just about anything that you could look for. Sometimes you can't exactly find what you want, but this is better than just a Google search because the textures that they give you are seamless textures for the most part. You can see it has that little icon here. And what that means is that these textures will fit together and they will not look as though they have a distinct edge between the images. So that's sort of what you want when creating a large field of texture. So if we go over here to Photoshop, which is where we'll be doing all of the work for the most part with the textures, you can see that I already have my line weights imported. So I just imported a PDF that could have come from AutoCAD or from Illustrator, but however it is, you just have to make sure that you have the line weights because that's what we're going to be using to split up and decide where our textures are going to be placed. So as you can see, I already sort of did that with this. I got the trees here. So this is kind of like what we're going to work towards in this video, and I'm just going to show you quickly how to do it, and then once you've seen how to do it once, then it sort of applies to everything else. So let's do File, Place Embedded. Let's just choose this grass. Typically you want to scale it down. So we'll just do this top corner here for the example. So now if you look here on the right, you've made all of these copies. If you select them all by holding Shift and clicking on the first one and then the last one, you'll select them all, and then if you merge them, it'll merge them into one thing, one layer. Now what we want to do is go back to the line weight layer. Select that area where our grass is again. Right click and do select inverse. Now go back to our texture and press delete. As you can see, it has made it so that the grass is only within the area that we wanted it to be. Now, if we want to create a sort of fade for the grass as I have here, what we are going to have to do, what we're going to have to do is create this, turn this layer into a mask. So if we turn it into a mask by clicking that and then do Control I will make it inverted. And then we go up here and select white as our color for a brush, and select a brush. You might have to do some searching to find a appropriate brush, but if we use that brush now, we can start painting in our texture. So that's kind of the process of assigning a texture to a specific area, and also the process of sort of painting that texture in rather than having it be one large block of a solid color of the texture. The trees, I'll show you that here. Once again, you're gonna have to place an embedded image, or I recommend doing that. But one thing to do to add some realism to these trees is I'm just going to merge them, and then I'm going to go to blending options and assign a drop shadow. This drop shadow, I'm going to, as you can see, you can change the angle. So this is basically just adding a shadow for the tree. You can change the distance and the spread and the size. For some reason I have it that, yep. But yeah, I'd recommend having the size low, because then it really gives you the detail of the trees. So I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. If you have any questions, of course, reach out to me. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope it is helpful.